That is a Texas way of saying hello. Hey, hope you are having a good day. I expect that you're having a good day. And if you don't are not having a good day, hopefully by the time we get done with the quick chat, you have a better day. So, welcome to all of our listeners and followers. We have over now, looks like over 1,000 subscribers to the Lewis Howard ingredients, recipes for the soul, as well as new followers on Instagram and Facebook. We appreciate that. We've done some work to reach out to you, but others have been just organically placed there. I just want to chat real quick today. I just jumped off of one of our team meetings, and I thought it'd be good to share it with you as well. What I shared with our agents and top producers is to it's this whole thing around expectation. So in the Western world, especially, we have a whole culture built around now about setting expectations, right? A lot of psychologists and therapy will say, set expectations, set boundaries, set limitations, set. But what I have learned is it's great to set expectations, but the success happens when you inspect what you expect, right? What I mean by that. So if you issue a guideline to someone or a directive to someone, let's take parenting, right? So when I was a kid, my mom would say, clean your room, okay? And a lot of times I would I'll get to it later because I'm in the middle of a TV show or whatever I was doing. And then sometime later, she would come back and say, I thought I told you to clean your room. Why is your room not clean? And I have to give some reason, or I have to make up some excuse, or get up and start cleaning the room. So had she not come back and inspected what her expectation was, there's a likelihood that that room would not have gotten clean. That is what inspecting what you expect, right? And so if you are setting expectations in a business relationship or a personal relationship, it works just as well with spouses and partners. You got to follow up on inspecting to make sure that the expectation that was set has not changed, because we are a culture that has 1,500 words a minute flowing through our minds. Right now, as I'm listening to you, you're thinking about lunch, dinner. When is this guy done? This is, already too long, right? We're bombarded with information. So even if we've got an expectation that we are to do something, sometimes we get distracted. And so I didn't clean my room because I got distracted by the television program that was on, or distracted by my project. And so I haven't had time to take care of that. So as a manager, as a leader, I know that I have to, what I call, circle back to the person that I gave the expectation is, to see. Sometimes it's because people get stuck. So you may ask someone to do something, but they really don't know how to do it, and they don't want to come back and ask, so they just stop. Well, the expectation is not being carried out. So I've got to circle back and say, hey, how come I don't have that report that we talked about on Monday? Well, I couldn't figure out the math, or I got stuck on that. So at that point, what I want to do is I want to help them with the area that they're stuck on. And my expectation is they will resume to get me that report. Right? You see where it is? It's in the sauce. It's in the process, right? That's where the success happens, right? A coach sets a play, and then he inspects to make sure that the players are lined up in the proper position to execute the play. He doesn't just set the play and then go on about his business. He or she expects and inspects the goal or the plan or the directive. It's kind of something that's easy to do and easy not to do, right? You'll hear a lot of people say, well, I told you to go do this. I told you to go do that. But they never followed up with you to see why it hasn't gotten done, or did you get stuck, right? It is a part of success, especially if you're running companies, if you're a leader, if you're running a business, if you're new to business, you got customers. you got to inspect all the time on those customers to make sure they're still with you, they're still with your product, they're still with the game plan, because sometimes they're part of the Western culture as well. They're going to be subject to interruptions. Somebody else is going to be whispering in their ear about something, and they may become distracted. They may go on pause, or they may change their mind altogether. So success happens when you follow up on your expectations, and you do that by inspecting. And I think the last piece is that people appreciate that. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care, right? People don't care how much you want them to do unless they think and believe you actually care about it. So when you circle back to them on an issue or a matter, you're demonstrating that I care, that this not only is it getting done, but that you are having success with it as well. So hopefully that just gives you a little bit insight to sort of think about in your daily business, one or two things. Who am I setting expectations for? And am I following up and inspecting on those expectations that I have set or that have been agreed to? Because sometimes expectations are agreed to, they're not set, they're just agreed to. Or two, who am I responsible to follow the expectations that have been set for me? Am I doing what is expected of me? I need to inspect my own work, my own time, my own use of resources to make sure I'm following out. So when that person circles back to me, I can give full accountability of my time and what we had agreed or what had been asked for me to do. Simple, I know. Stuff you've already heard, I get it. But the execution, not so easy. Hey, this is Lewis Howard, and I love to inspire people. I'll see you in another episode of Recipes, Ingredients for the Soul.